Yo, what's up, guys? Tabisan here from my Relevant Academy. I'm back. I've been sick a bit, but come on, man. Everybody gets sick. Um, so today we are gonna start with our Java programming. Last time I showed you guys how to set up your programming environment in your Windows machine. As you can see, things has changed. I'm no longer using a Windows laptop. I'm now using a Mac, but it's still fine. As I mentioned earlier, if you got any problems with setting programming, be it on a Windows or Mac or whatever flavor of Linux that you may have, you can just email me or just shout out in the comment section. But the comment section can be tricky. I won't be able to follow the comments. So without wasting our time, let us rush in and look at the slides that I've made for you there. Okay, cool. This is a Java programming course for beginners and everyone who wants to revise their Java understanding. So I'm not gonna go into main slides. So I'm just gonna be looking into what we are doing. So in Java programming, in this Java programming course, we'll be writing computer programs. Okay, so that is what we will be doing. What is a computer program? It's a collection of instructions that can be executed by a computer to perform a specific task. Okay, so a computer program can be in different languages. Some of the languages are low level, some of them are high level. In this course, we are using Java. It's a high level language. A collection of programs is called software. So the software in your computer, be it your application, whatever you may have, it's just a collection of one or more than one programs running. Okay. So for example, I just picked a random example of the Linux boot process. That is just a sequence of programs or software is running. And the BIOS invokes the master boot record. The master boot record locates the grab, run programs in the grab passes the back to the kernel to the init process. Then we have targets or run levels. Targets are in systemd and run levels are in sysvinit. Okay, we are not actually into studying how the Linux boots. I'm just showing you what will be happening. It's just the programs running. That is your computer software. Then what happens when somebody says what is it exactly when that you need to do after you have a program? And does it just start running when you put in your computer? No, you have to have some mechanism to make your program run in your computer. Maybe you're gonna run some command, or you're gonna also give a program some instruction on how it's gonna run. So just like the example that I've just given you, when a program runs, a program takes input, just like any function or any machine out there. You take maybe when you're cooking, you take some raw material, you mix and mingle them, then you have got maybe your meal. That's what happens with the computer program. You take some input, then you process the input. Okay, so you've got a program that is written in your computer. Then you feed it with data or input, then it processes the data, then it gives you the result, which is the output that you want. So like in this case, we're going to be writing Java programs in our computer, then we take input, then process that input and give the results there. Okay, so we shall start with a demo today of a program. We shall write a program, a very small program, which shall illustrate these components: the data, the program, the computer, and the output. Okay, in this case our computer is the Mac that I have. You might be having a Windows, you might be having Linux out there. Then we're gonna write the program, then we're gonna feed that program with input, process the input, then we're gonna output some results there. So let us quickly jump in so that our video won't be too long. Okay, so I'm using Sublime Text in my Mac, so I'm just gonna quickly open it. I'm gonna write off first the Java program. Then I'm just gonna write a simple calculator program which just does addition. So it takes two values, add them. So the two values, x and y, are going to be our input or our data that we feed into our program. Then the computer processes the Java program and then outputs the answer of the addition. So I'm just gonna say save our new file there. Okay. Don't worry about a lot of things that you shall be seeing here, because this is our first program. We haven't touched a lot of things in here, so I'm just gonna show you what a program look like. So quickly, we're gonna write a Java program here. The name that I want to write here is just code calculator. Please make sure that this is case sensitive, so just write capital letter C and then calculator there. Then I'm just gonna save it quickly. So public, I'm just gonna declare a Java class and also give the exact name, calculator there. Okay, just make sure that you put this stuff as it is. I don't want that error, whatever. Come on, where do you come from? Calculator. I'm gonna declare the main method public static void main. So this is the part where we declare our inputs and the instructions that we want. So remember, a computer program is a set of instructions. So we're gonna declare how we're going to acquire our inputs. So my two inputs are x and y. So I'm gonna declare two integers here. X, let's say x is equal to 6. And another input variable here will be y. Let us just set it to be 5. Okay. So these are what? These are our inputs. Okay. Now we are declaring, we are now feeding instructions on what to do with the inputs. Basically, that is going to be our processing part. So instruction to process the input, we're just gonna say int output is equal to what? Well, how do we want to process our input? We just wanna say x plus y. So we're telling the computer that we must add x and y to give us an input. Then what are we going to do with the output? We are just going to print it to the screen. So we're going to say System.out.println. Okay. Please is so this statement you see here tells the computer that, hey dude, take the output that we've gotten from adding x and y and print it to the screen so that we can see it. Okay, so we're just gonna do Control S in Windows. In Linux you can just do a control save there. Oh, great. So now we have this program. This is our first computer program that we've written. It's just an addition calculator. What does it do? It takes two inputs, two variables, input variables x and y, then it adds them, stores the variable result in output, in a variable called output, and then we print the output onto the screen. Let us just write some variables of mathematicians there. So we know that when you add two numbers we get a sum. So I'm just going to change it and just say sum. So we know that the output is the sum of those two variables. Okay, simple. So let us save and now go to the terminal. The command that I'm going to be running on my Mac are exactly the same command that you'll be running in your Windows machine. Okay. So as we mentioned earlier, as I showed you in my previous video, you just need to test first if you've got a Java compiler, Java version. Let me see if that is gonna work. Okay, there we go. We've got a Java compiler version 14.01. So we just wanna change our directory to our desktop, to the folder where we saved our Java program. So mine, I saved it in desktop, then Alvin and Academy. There, then in a folder called Java. Okay, so if I say ls, you see that we have got our calculator program there, calculator Java. That should be the name of your file. Then I'm gonna say, I'm gonna compile it, Java calculator Java. There we go, it compiled successfully. So let us now run the program. Remember our diagram. We managed to feed our program with data x and y. We wrote a program on our Mac, on our computer. Now what do we want to do? We want to run our program. So we're gonna issue a command to the computer to say, hey computer, run this program. So we are here on our environmental computer. We're gonna say to computer, hey Mr. Computer, run this program. So we have to put the name of the program name. That is why we change to the directory where our calculator is, and then we're gonna see the output on the screen. Okay, so I'm just gonna say Java calculator there. As you can see, the computer gave us some output. The sum of 6 and 5 is 11. Okay, which is this statement. Okay, that is, guys, I don't want to make my videos unnecessarily too long. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Don't worry about the ways of Java that you're seeing, like this guy was writing public class, void main or stuff like. We shall learn all of this stuff. So it was just an illustration of this diagram today, so you don't need really to worry. It was just an illustration of our diagram. Having input, tell the computer to run the program that we have written and give us output. That is our goal for that is the goal for the demo that we had today. All the best. Bye guys.